Welcome to the Royal Grumble. Before we get started, this week's episode is a little more chaotic than you may be used to, but it's because we were trialing live streaming for the first time. If you want to take part in the live streams coming up, go to twitch.tv/Royal Grumble, sign up there, subscribe to us, follow us, whatever it is, and you'll be notified when we're going live, and it'll give you an opportunity to hear the show early, along with some visuals. It'll be Fire Pro, sometimes WWE 2K18, wrestling-related stuff that we'll put on the visual there as we're doing the podcast. Come join in and enjoy this week's show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Grumble. We're live. We're live, baby.
We didn't announce that we were going live either.
Our
First ever live show.
Not the point. Exactly.
It's a test.
It's like when they release.
Test. This is a test. It's a test.
It's the test. There you go. That's the test theme for everyone who's listening.
Can we get a live update on test mortality, please?
Yeah, definitely. We can definitely do that
Graham
right
will
now.
have to do it because I'm setting up.
I am Graham, everyone. I'm the host. Nice to see you all. Nice to hear you. Nice
I forgot we're doing a show. It's not
we're
just
doing
a
an
chat.
actual show. Yeah, nice for you to all hear us in a way. Less nice is that you have to hear Daryl. Hello, Daryl.
Hello.
Is Tess still dead, Daryl?
I know. I'm asking. I asked you.
Oh well, that is true. Well, I would like to let you know that yes, in fact, he is still dead
All right.
as of last year.
Oh.
So who knows? Could be back. Could be back. Dan's here as well. How you doing, Dan?
Hi.
He's got like 3 monitors
Yeah,
around
getting
him.
a bit silly now.
It's a bit Star Trek Enterprise here, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Enterprise, come on.
Well, all right.
we
Not
talking
Enterprise, the series, the
Okay,
actual
okay.
ship.
All right, we're not all little Star Trek nerds,
No,
are we?
All right. Sorry, forgot you're cool.
Yeah, with
How
my
many-
Star
how
Wars
many-
tattoo.
And your Star Wars tattoo, and how many different versions of BB-8 do you have in one cabinet?
I don't matter, does it?
You haven't counted them.
Oh, I showed him one of the wrestling things I bought recently.
Yeah.
Tell him who it was.
Who did you buy?
James Ellsworth.
Oh, of course you did.
I couldn't resist.
When are you buying Rich Swan?
When he gets reduced.
Right.
I will
okay.
legit buy him. I don't care.
Do you already have the purple title?
Yes. Two versions.
Because
I bought it with TJP and I bought it with King of Cruiserweights Neville.
I saw it came with the purple title, and I was like, "Is that the first one?" I never know about these things. You know what I mean?
TJP, because he also came with a little medal that he won as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
What did he get a little medal?
Yeah, for when he won the Cruiserweight Classic.
What about the little trophy? Does it
No,
come
I
with
don't
that?
come with
No,
that,
because that probably belongs to who was it that made them again? Is it Road City Choppers or whatever they're called?
Yeah.
Orange County Choppers, probably them.
Yeah.
Who's that coming out?
It's Daryl Neck.
Darryl Neck.
Right,
Yes.
but we also do an audio podcast, so when you say who's that coming out, Daryl's not coming out of anywhere. Right.
What's wrong,
So
Daryl?
yeah, you need to go on Twitch to be able to see the stuff we're streaming on video.
Yeah. So do enjoy it. It's
We'll actually announce it next week.
It truly is. I mean, it's a delight for the eyes, is what it is. But good news, Vader's involved. So, Daryl, what would you say the main thing about Vader that you know, like the main fact about you and Vader?
Oh, what? Me and Vader?
Yeah, well, like your experience of Vader. How much of his anatomy have you seen?
Firstly, I didn't experience Vader in person because he fell over in Bath.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot that. Yeah, Vader
like
stood
Martin
you up.
Stone. Do you remember when Martin Stone injured his back?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I fell in the bath.
Oh, I've seen Vader's penis, man.
Yes, you have. Yeah. There you go. Penis cast.
Like a thumb. Hashtag like a thumb.
Hashtag like a thumb. Yeah.
If you're watching on Twitch, send us a tweet. Hashtag like a thumb.
Put that on Twitch, yeah. Hashtag like a thumb. Say hello. We're at Royal Grumble Pod. You can find us there. Most of you know this already. Raw! Wrestlemania matches are set. One of them's already set. The biggest match of Wrestlemania is already set.
Which one's that?
Well, what do you think it is?
The biggest match
The biggest
that
match.
I'm looking forward to.
No, the biggest match. I mean, whether you're looking forward
it's Roman
to
Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
No, that's not the biggest match now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I'm looking forward
He's
to.
playing a thing. What are you doing?
What?
a video start playing.
He's played some video on Twitch. I'm sorry if that came across in the audio. It probably didn't. What? Right? Well, no, not the biggest match. Not the Poxy title match. What's the biggest match with the biggest stars?
Oh, is it the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
No, not physically biggest. I mean, like the most important names.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey, an actual pay-per-view draw.
Yeah.
So she's having a match, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah, she gets to choose her own matches according to her contract.
Do you think they just decided that this week?
Yeah, they did. They 100% definitely did.
Well, all right,
Damn it.
all right, how about
Things
this?
are playing.
Why don't I do a drum roll?
Yep.
And you tell me what the match is.
Okay.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Drum roll.
That's you quickly clapping your hands because you realised shortly after you can't do a drum roll, didn't you? Do you know what the match is?
Do you actually not understand the joke? Did you see the segment?
Yeah.
So why didn't you just interrupt me and tell me the match?
Sorry, I forgot. I'll level with you. I forgot already.
Oh, well, so basically, listeners, what
It's
happened?
you. Yeah.
What happened is Stephanie said, "Let's have a drum roll."
Yeah.
And as the drum roll started, Ronda Rousey just blurted out.
Yeah, but it was fine.
Yeah, but I wanted you to do that. I thought that's
sorry.
what we were doing here.
I love it, mate. I've had a very busy day at work. All right, just be nice. All right.
All right.
All right.
All
All right. He's not even listening. He's
right.
probably watching something on Twitch.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
No, because I was short with you, and I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay,
I apologise.
right,
We're all
fine.
friends here,
Right, we're all friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag like a thumb.
and we can't go back and edit it because we're live.
Yeah, no, we're spoiling this for everybody. Right, so yeah, the big match. It's Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's flipping delighted. Yes, I'm on a match at Wrestle Flipping Mania. I'm coming back. The Olympic hero has arrived. Somehow Kurt Angle managed to keep it together this week, by the way. Do you notice that suddenly you tell him he's going to have a match and suddenly he's capable of speaking again?
Yeah, because he switched it on, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's just like, I'm having a match now. Oh,
Yeah, he's
well,
like,
I'll try.
I don't have to be...
You're like when you play FIFA, but you sit back because you're not really trying.
Yeah.
And then you sit forward because you are
Sit forward
trying.
because
Yeah.
it matters. Yeah, you
Yeah.
lean forward. Your elbows on knees.
Yeah.
That matters. Thoughts, Dan?
I haven't seen the full Kurt Angle Ronda Rousey segment.
Okay, thoughts on the
are you
match?
excited for the match?
Are you
The
hugely
match?
shocked?
I mean, we kind of knew it was coming. It was kind of obvious after the thing, but
Are you surprised that it wasn't The Rock?
No,
No
of course it
one's
weren't The
surprised
Rock.
it wasn't The Rock. Why was anyone talking about that in the first
Who
place?
thought it'd be The Rock?
People who saw that segment 2 years ago and went, well, The Rock will definitely... He's not going to come back for that, is he?
I think it's because he was not allowed to.
Exactly. That's the sad thing.
Because that's the thing. That, you know, when they did that match with Eric Rowan,
Yep.
like, obviously, they didn't get him insured for that.
No.
And Rock just went, yeah, I'll have shortest match ever at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
He likes breaking records, doesn't he? That's his thing.
Yeah.
And this WrestleMania probably isn't going to break any records.
Yeah.
So he might be there at some point. He'd probably be, I don't know, he might show up as the... who's the host? Is Elias going to be the host?
I don't think they've announced a host
No.
yet.
Is there going to be a host?
Probably it's something they like to do, innit?
Yeah.
I don't think Elias is. I don't know. Like, I think he's a heel, isn't he? Like,
Yeah.
I think he's.
Does it matter? Is he...
I think a host is better to be a babyface, unless Braun Strowman's going to come and kill him.
Well, that's what's going to happen, innit? Although, what's the point after this week when Braun killed him in the, what does he call it? Final Symphony or something?
Symphony of Destruction.
Symphony of Destruction. Not many matches are named after, like, actual pieces of classical music, but the Symphony of Destruction match was.
Is that a piece? I didn't know. Is that a piece? Of
No,
classic?
no, it's just a symphony's attack.
Oh,
It's-
okay,
it's
okay.
symphonies,
Symphony of Destruction. That's the Megadeth song.
like I said, classical music. The
Yeah.
Megadeth, the guy who was really bitter at Metallica, so went and made his own band and keeps taking
And is now
shots at
super
Metallica.
Christian, so doesn't swear.
Yeah. Is he? Really?
Yeah,
It's a bit like us. We don't swear anymore because we're super
Yeah.
Christians.
What, like Christian Cage?
Yeah.
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 Christian Cage, and then are there any other Christians in wrestling? I don't know.
What,
Not actual...
people named Christian.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Other
oh,
people
no.
name. What about the Christian
No,
Coalition?
there was somebody.
If we were the Christian Coalition, which one would you be, Daryl?
who was in the Christian Coalition? I
Uh,
mean, obviously, I know Christian was in it.
Tomko and AJ Styles. Possibly Scott Steiner.
Was it when AJ Styles wore a crown?
Was that maybe? Yeah.
So I'd
why
be that.
not?
I'd be that
Okay,
AJ
you'd
Styles.
be Crown AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So that means you're Tonko, Dan.
Ah,
Because obviously I'm the leader of the Christian Coalition.
we'll say the line then.
If you don't know,
No. It wants you to say Tomko. Give me
oh,
a beat.
Tomko, give me a beat.
No.
Oh, that's unkind. Speaking of TNA, by the way, WWE have got this brand new idea that definitely wasn't done in TNA and definitely wasn't done with Jeremy Borash, who they signed to WWE.
What's the idea, mate?
Well, you know, off of like Matt Hardy is all broke, woken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's going to do the final, the ultimate deletion against Brother
Brother Husky.
It's Bray Wyatt. It's Bray Wyatt, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also, but they had little clips of the Hardy compound. People popped for the Hardy compound.
Lovely.
Yeah. Vanguard 1 was there. Cameo appearance.
Has he got to be called something different? Have they got the rights to Vanguard one?
VG1.
I don't know, but he was flying around. They had the little drone shot across the Hardy compound. They had all the Hardy symbols,
Yeah.
which I imagine are just in their garden anyway. It's a bit like their version of garden gnomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think Borash is going to get involved with that?
I think he'll be involved with the production of it, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the only reason they've hired him.
Really?
Yeah, honestly. I'm not saying they won't be able to use him for stuff,
Yeah.
but I think they could have hired anybody for what he can do, but they picked him because that's what he worked on, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
so is it big segment at WrestleMania then?
I thought so, but the suggestion is no. It's going to be on Raw before that.
Okay.
I suppose you don't want to have like 80,000 people really annoyed and pissed off that they're having to watch it. Well, they're already having to watch video screens.
Swore.
Ah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, he did.
They're already going to have to watch video screens as it is with Arena being so big. But
I think if you told them that you get to see the Ultimate Deletion, they wouldn't mind because they're that sort of fan, aren't they?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you could probably fly a drone in that stadium.
Oh, yeah, they could fly the drone in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but they've tried this before. All I'm going to say is 3 words: House of Horrors. I know we talked about this last week. Speaking of things we talked about last week, Lesnar and Reigns. What did I say that would happen in the Lesnar and Reigns angle last week?
They'd play tug of war.
No, although I said that it couldn't be any worse than that, and
Okay.
it turns out I was very wrong.
Right, so for listeners, I've not seen. Only the bit of Raw I've seen is the Kurt Angle segment, so I don't know anything that happens for the Roman Reigns thing. So I'm not playing dumb. What happens?
So Paul Heyman came out and he was doing what type of promo do you think that Paul Heyman did?
Well, obviously he says my name is Paul Heyman.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
well-
what based on what Roman did last week, what's Paul Heyman done this week? What type of promo is he doing? What type of promo is he cutting?
I don't know. I don't know, mate.
Right, okay. Well, how's this whole angle being played out so far? Remember last week
Well,
when
it's been played out as Brock Lesnar's the heel.
yeah,
And that he doesn't want to.
they're
be
doing a
part
work
of WWE.
shoot.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah.
They're doing a work shoot,
Yeah, yeah.
aren't they? Well, that's what Heyman's doing this week.
So
You remember
does
what
he
I
call
said
him
they might-
Leaky?
Not quite, but he's already bringing out the old, Alpha, Seeker, they're your family. This is real life.
Right.
Brock Lesnar does what he wants. And then Roman
him.
Reigns is like,
Brock Lesnar doesn't do what he wants, does he? Because he's clearly off the steroids. Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
oh, yeah. Brock Lesnar had a match this week, didn't he?
Yeah,
Against Kane.
Against Mayor Kane.
People Mayor Kane. People got very annoyed. Very annoyed.
Why?
Because he only did 30 seconds.
But what did they expect?
I do not know, but I think they maybe expected more than one move off of him. He did, so I tell a lie, he did 2 suplexes and an F5 and went home after 30 seconds.
All I'm saying is they got Brock Lesnar versus Kane. Bear in mind, it's Brock Lesnar who's not motivated, and it's Kane.
wouldn't that be his first TV match in like
Not TV.
years?
No,
Not
Oh, sorry.
TV.
no, it was a
Not
house
show.
and it was Kane who is clearly on a mayoral campaign. Do you want him to go more than 30 seconds?
I think they wanted to in the sense that they just wanted to have them in there longer, but realistically, if you're thinking about how good that match is going to be, probably not.
Oh, Kane turned up at Glenn Jacobs.
You mean... Oh, right, Kane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Demon
gotcha.
Kane showed
You
up.
know who
at
else turned
Corporate
up, though,
Kane.
didn't you?
Go on.
Mean Mark Callis. Sorry, The
He's a-
Undertaker, baby.
He's a blast from the past, isn't he?
Yeah, he is,
Big
yeah.
Mark.
Yeah. John Cena had a match with Goldust on Raw, by the way. Just surreal.
I'm not sure if did that really happen?
Yeah, Goldust
did.
Goldust threatened to shatter John Cena's dreams of going to WrestleMania, even though John Cena already said before that he's like, "Well, I'm in the 6-pack challenge now, so."
Oh, I tell you what, I did see. I saw the bit of the promo.
Yep.
And he clearly says, "Oh, AJ Styles, I don't want to take your WrestleMania main event off you. I'm going to win your belt, and then I want you to have your rematch at WrestleMania, so it could be a triple threat match." All I'm saying is, if it's a triple threat match, I called it before John Cena
Yeah, that
did.
is true. He called it last week. So I've got calling the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar thing already descending into real names. You got calling the triple threat if it happens. Dan, what are you calling?
I'm calling my WrestleMania party be cancelled if they ruin AJ Nakamura for me.
Oh dear.
Surely they've got to go with Undertaker though for that. Surely.
Just I don't trust anything at the moment. They've not brought the Undertaker back up, have they?
Well, no, because I reckon they've got to
He's
get fast.
busy with his brother's mayoral
Yeah,
campaign.
they've got to get Fastlane out of the way.
Mm.
Because if Undertaker starts like haunting him or whatever, then everyone's going to know that Cena's not winning the belt.
Undertaker's going to cost him in the 6-pack challenge. There you go. That's a prediction for me.
Yeah.
Why?
You made it for me. So
Because he said his name, didn't he, before?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to come from underneath the ring with smoke and stuff and drag him down to hell.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say the exact line that Paul Heyman said, which was
Go on.
awful. Right. He was talking to Roman about the fact that Brock's going to be here next week, and he said, "And after Mania, you can seek a new title to challenge for." Bants. You know how people are always like, "Oh, but Paul Heyman with someone, and that'll be better." Does it only work for Brock though?
Yeah, but
And even then, it doesn't even. Well, Brock wasn't there, was he? Because Brock would probably looked at him and gone, "That's a bit rubbish, aren't you? I've got massive hands. Look at me."
after WrestleMania,
Yeah.
what's the next bit?
You can seek a new title to challenge for.
It's just awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we move on?
Don't worry, work shoot stuff's good work shoot stuff. Let's move on. Yeah, Raw's over. But the point is, we've got some matches for WrestleMania. Speaking of WrestleMania, speaking of big wrestling events,
Yeah.
so you know how Cody Rhodes is like, oh, Ring of Honor could draw 10,000 people, and then decided to prove that by not working with Ring of Honor to build a 10,000 people event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called All In, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to get them all in.
Are you all in?
No.
I'm not all in.
No.
Yet.
It wasn't that the tagline they used for Justice League, which was notoriously terrible.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. In fact, I know for a fact it is. So, well done, Cody. Probably get sued, hopefully. So, where's it taking place, Dan?
It's the Sears Center in Chicago.
So, he's probably right, isn't he? So, we're talking about, this is what I'm seeing, callbacks. I think Dan called that.
Do you think they'll get CM Punk?
Yeah. I wouldn't have if they weren't booking it in Chicago, but they probably will now.
Cult of
I'm just not convinced.
You're not? What do you think they'll have instead then?
I just don't.
Mantar.
Why would you pick Chicago specifically? Why wouldn't they go to like LA or like this probably isn't a suitable arena in New York, but why don't you pick somewhere different? You know?
I don't know. I just don't see him wrestling again. Like, why would he want to do it? In his head, he's a fighter, isn't he?
Yeah, but also in
his
his head,
deluded little brain.
also in his head, he's the main event, and he should have been the main event of WrestleMania. Now we can't main event WrestleMania,
yeah.
right? But he can main event the biggest show outside of the WWE, can't he? And put his thumb to their eye. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which would be one more significant strike than he's ever had in UFC, incidentally, even though it would be illegal.
So who does he wrestle? Kenny Omega?
Probably, yeah.
I think
Maybe
it'd
a
be
tag
Cody.
match. What?
If
If
Cody-
CM Punk, that was on like Raw in 2008.
Yeah, but
If Cody's booking it, then
Yeah, but Cody probably if Cody's got any sense and wants to draw some money, he doesn't put himself in the main event.
or it
Well,
might be something like Cody and the Young Bucks versus Kenny, Kota Ibushi, and CM Punk.
I meant to ask, by the way, was Jericho at the New Japan show?
No, he wasn't.
Because he's telling people that he's done with them, which surely means that he's coming back in about 2 or 3
yeah.
weeks.
Before you got here, I was talking to Dan about that, and as soon as he said, "I'm done with New Japan," I was like, "Oh, he's not done with New Japan then."
Yeah, he always does this. He's like, oh, I'm not going back to WWE anytime soon. What, Royal Rumble on Sunday? No, I'm not going to be there. Ha, surprise, I was there, Bants. Y2 liar. That doesn't really fit. Dan, tell us about the New Japan show, the 45th anniversary.
45th anniversary show
Oh,
today.
that's like 41 more than 1PW.
I don't know anybody.
So they went back to the old format of being headlined by the heavyweight champion versus the junior champion. Before that, we had a triple threat match for the junior tag titles. The junior tag titles changed again. Roppongi 3K were defeated by Desperado and Kanemaru from Suzuki Gun. Taichi went to heavyweight for the first time against Naito in a quite good match. I was real surprised because Taichi's normally terrible. But yeah, him and Naito had a really good match. Naito got the win. After the match, Taka Michinoku got in and cut a promo warning him that Zack Sabre Jr. was going to make him tap out next week in the New Japan Cup. So that's something to be excited about. And then we had Togi Makabe versus Suzuki for the IC title. Suzuki tortured and murdered Makabe. All was good in the world. In the post-match promo, there was something you might like. So he got on the mic and said, "There's someone who I'm very annoyed at, and I'm coming for them next." And someone in the crowd shouted, "Who?" And he turned around and went, "Idiot, do you not know how pro wrestling works?" And then carried on with his promo. The main event was Okada versus Will Ospreay. And their Rev Pro match was good, not amazing. This was a lot better. It was such a great match. Will Ospreay looked absolutely brilliant in it against Okada. Okada's Okada, so everything's fine. He got the win eventually with the Rainmaker. During the match, Will Ospreay said a very naughty word to him that I can't repeat because I've already sworn once.
Yeah, you definitely can't repeat that.
Yeah,
word.
and they definitely can't repeat the one he said very loudly in the ring.
What does it begin with?
It begins with a C.
Okay.
But yeah,
Great.
that was the card, and now we're getting ready for the New Japan Cup.
I think it's important to know that he's foul-mouthed.
Yeah, he's a bad person, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd never swear.
At least he's the only one in New Japan, though. But there's no other bad people in New Japan.
There's not, is there?
Apart from all the other bad people in New Japan. Speaking of bad people, Jonathan Coachman's been named in a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Yeah, I've read it.
Yeah, go on.
Not the full lawsuit, just a bit about Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah, go on. What do you reckon?
So he texted the female in question.
Yes.
About being some kind of mentor for her, or offering her some kind of mentorship. I don't actually know who the woman is and what she did in the company, so I don't know if she was a presenter like him or what. But anyway, offering some kind of mentorship. In her words, or the lawsuit's words, it says that she, the conversation took a personal turn, and he asked her what kind of music she likes. She then replied and said, "I've got a boyfriend."
Okay.
To which he stopped texting her. Right?
Oh.
No, wait, because he does. There's something else after this, but wait. So at that point, I'm thinking, well, if I, at my place of work, offered another member of staff mentorship, and we were chatting, and the conversation turned to what music you like, and then all of a sudden she went, "I've got a boyfriend," I'd be like, well, I probably will stop texting you, because I only asked you what music you like, right? So then a bit later on in the lawsuit, it says that Jonathan Coachman is known for sexually harassing women, and then this woman names another woman and says, "Oh, he sent her loads of pictures and all this stuff."
Right.
Now, maybe I'm not the person to say this, but she shouldn't be dropping this other woman in it, really. Like, if she can't, as far as I'm concerned, if all what I read in that lawsuit, what Jonathan Coachman did to this woman personally, that's making the lawsuit, he did nothing wrong to her.
Yeah.
He may have done other stuff wrong to other women,
right?
But they're not in the lawsuit. That's not their. So I don't know why she can name him when he asked her what kind of music she likes. She said, "I've got a boyfriend," so he stopped texting her.
Here's my position on it.
Go on.
It got announced during Raw, and he brought it up. That's my full position on it. There you go.
Okay.
He said,
fine.
"Oh, it's horrible when you get accused of things like that, isn't it?" Well done, Coach. Live on USA Network.
How stupid can you be?
Well, it's Coach, isn't it? It's Coach. What do you expect? Coach.
Anyway,
he's the coach.
So
Well,
today,
do you guys not have any actual views on this?
I don't know enough about it.
Okay.
I just know that it's.
same.
Do you think I know enough about it?
No.
I just throw an opinion out there.
I just know that during Raw, when WWE recently got rid of another black announcer to make sure that they had a different black announcer to replace that one, because frankly they want the diversity on the team, they thought, who's the best person? Jonathan Coachman's the best person. And what happened after that is that during their own show, their new, well, not new, but their new replacement announcer got accused of sexual harassment. About 2 weeks after they sacked Rich Swann, and about 3 weeks after Enzo Amore.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: I bet he gets away with it, like not getting sacked, because he'll be on a different contract. It won't be like a wrestler contract, will he? Like Brock Lesnar gets away with not having to do drugs test.
Yeah.
I guarantee they'll be like, well, we would fire him if he was a wrestler, but he's not. So so rape away, Jonathan.
Oh God.
Oh, on that note, we need to go to a break, don't we?
I don't concur with that view. Yeah, we're talking about the Hall of Hillbilly Jim was announced for the Hall of Fame this week.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about all the Hall of Fame class and who's in and who we think might be in.
Okay.
After this.
Who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Yeah, the British Bulldog. I've got a history in Royal Rumbles. And tonight, I'm going to remake history by winning this next Royal Rumble. Tonight, because I'm bizarre. I'm bizarre. I'm bizarre.
Ooh, baby, Bulldog is crazy. Bulldog is crazy. Anyway, sorry, I wasn't supposed to sing that, was I? I was supposed to sing something else. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Daryl, do you remember hearing that
so
song
loud.
persistently?
Yeah.
For about 4 hours.
Yeah.
at the Hall of Fame, off of the Hall of Fame, where the president got put into the WWE Hall of Fame.
President Trump.
President Trump.
I've probably asked you this before, but when you went to the Hall of Fame, did they have that big screen on the other side of the room with a countdown on it?
I didn't look. We were at the front with all the wrestlers, so
Okay.
and that's not even a lie. We were there, so
Yeah.
See,
and we were in suits.
At ours, they had a screen that had a countdown clock for each speech, which the Funks completely ignored and carried on talking for about 15 minutes after
Well,
it.
Bob Backlund definitely ignored ours because Vince literally had to come out, sneak out behind him, and drag him away. So that definitely happened on ours. We're talking about this year's 2018 WWE Class of the Hall of Fame. So I don't know if we should start with the person at the top. Surely we should work down to that person.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So we'll start with the newest person, which is Hillbilly Jim.
I was really surprised he wasn't already in the Hall
Yeah, I
of
thought
Fame.
he was already in.
I thought it was like 94 Hall of Fame or something when Andre the Giant went in.
Yeah, I expected him to have already been in it, to be honest.
Yeah, well.
It seems like how is he up below Coco Beware and people like that?
Yeah, you can't do this because Vince's limo driver's in it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be like.
But how is he below Vince's limo driver?
What do you mean? Yeah, but you can't put all the good ones in at once, can you? I'm not saying he's a good one, but but then you could say that Vince's limo driver got in before Hogan did.
Coco Beware is black.
Yeah, Coco Beware got in before Goldberg did.
But also, surely isn't that part of the reason why he's in the Hall of Fame? Because he was a popular black baby face?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of it?
Yeah, but Hillbilly Jim was a very popular character too.
Yeah, but again, white, not black. So it's not really done much, has he? Oh, you've broken down racial barriers, and you wear dungarees. So, you're
you
You-
do-si-doed a lot.
You once managed the Godwins.
Yeah, so
who I hope induct him.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
And then stay around and induct the Dudleys because tag team legends.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And then
Only-
how are you going to work them into Jarrett?
Do you not know how I'm going to work him into Jarrett?
I know exactly how you,
that's
but I'm
a-
working you up for
Southern
it.
Justice.
There you go.
What,
you
they
gonna
just
wear
take off the dungarees and they've got suits on underneath.
No, because the logistics of that's wrong because you'll see the sleeves under the dungarees. So they'd have to induct Jarrett first.
Okay.
And then just stay on stage and take the suits off and then the dungarees underneath.
What about Ivory?
I've not thought that through yet.
Oh, come on, Daryl. It's like you
No.
haven't even tried.
And don't even ask me about Goldberg.
No.
Maybe he needs to squash some jobbers on his way out.
Maybe. Didn't it? No, I'm imagining that. Never mind. So, Hillbilly Jim. I didn't realize he was a commentator at one point as well.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, me neither. I just read it.
Maybe it's on like one of the syndicated shows that they did. Like.
Yeah, like a Lord Alfred Hayes on that Super Tape 3.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Don't forget to go and check out our review of Super Tape 3. Someone stole our idea.
What?
Well, we got a tweet from somebody saying that someone stole our idea for Super Tape 3. Basically, I think Sean Mooney or whatever. Sean Mooney's on Super Tape 3, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Mooney. I think he does a podcast.
Yeah, he does.
And they did like a review of Super Tape 3 and they were giving away Super Tape 3.
But,
I mean, we didn't give it away, did we?
No, but
yeah,
I mean,
and he's on it. Like it's kind of
yeah, but he stole our idea in a way. Prove that he didn't. Go on. So, all I'm saying is we did it, and then a few weeks later, like that, they did it anyway. So,
Yeah.
trendsetter.
Back to Hillbilly Jim. I don't have much to say about him.
I know he was in the Gimmick Battle Royal.
He was in
That's
Legends House as well.
Yes, he was. Yeah, Triple
And
H mentioned that.
Yeah, Legends House was quite good. I enjoyed it.
I haven't watched Legends House. We could do an episode on Legends House one day.
Yeah, I've not watched it either. Is that the one where Pat Patterson comes out of the closet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several years after everyone else already knew.
Yeah.
But I mean, good for him. Fill your boots, mate.
Yeah.
And other things. The Warrior Award is Jarius J.J. Robertson.
I'm not happy about this
Why?
because there's a Double J stealing Double J's thunder.
Oh, okay, all right. There's already a double J, and I was getting worried about that. It's like I'm worried whenever you say anything to do with that sort of thing. But yeah, it's Double J stealing Double J's thunder in it.
Yeah. I actually don't mind these Warrior Awards. I used to dislike them because purely because what they twisted what Ultimate Warrior said.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like Ultimate Warrior, and again, it's not why would WWE do it. It don't benefit them to say, oh, Jim that used to work the camera, weren't he good? Get on stage.
Yeah.
When it does benefit him to be charitable and like honor like dead fans and stuff like that, doesn't it? So or like ill fans and stuff like that. So
Or people who are inspirational.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Maybe I kind of.
Yeah, that is what I meant.
Dead fans.
No, I usually
that was a
am.
nicer way of saying
No,
it.
I usually am a bit of a knob, and I don't know if that is swearing, but I don't know how to best describe
Doorknob.
myself. Yeah, doorknob. But like, I weren't trying to be then.
No.
I just couldn't think of words
Yeah,
to say.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, I at first I was a bit like, oh, this Warrior Award thing, but you know what, right? For as much as I know that Stephanie McMahon has done these interviews where she says, well, that's how we're going to drum up our business by being charitable and stuff like that. At the end of the day, realistically, does it hurt the people who they give the awards to? Not really. Might it benefit their cause? Yeah. So as long as it's not actually harming anyone, despite you might have suspicion about the reason they do it, why not? Plus, this kid's clearly a big WWE fan.
Yeah, is he still alive?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's mint then, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's even better for him. Like, he gets to go on stage.
Yeah, he's had a whole bunch of liver transplants and stuff. He had some kind of disease.
He's gonna meet all the Hall of Famers and probably meet alt wrestlers beforehand as well. Probably he'll go to WrestleMania.
I think he has before, in the sense that he had the Conor Mahalik treatment, where basically they had him in with all the superstars before a show. They did that with him as well.
Yeah.
And he's got they give him titles and stuff.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
he do like a promo against the Miz, or was it the Miz?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I think it was the Miz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Miz was like, oh, you've said already that I can't even remember who his favorite is, but Roman Reigns is his favorite. Who's your number two? The line was good, to be fair. It was like, my number two is probably John Cena. So I was like, I'm not kidding, Miz. You're way down. You're way down. You're towards the bottom, buddy. Which, that was, I mean, I like I say, for as much as you could be cynical about it, you could be like, well, why are they doing it?
My worry is, if you just said Roman Reigns is his favourite,
Yes.
and they have Roman Reigns induct him, like the kind of fans that are there are going to boo him. Because remember, the kind of fans that we were with, they booed Maria Menounos, because they assumed that she weren't a wrestling fan, when actually she's a massive wrestling fan, and Bob Backlund's a favourite wrestler.
Yeah. Also, she can repeat hard times off the top of her head.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I can't do that, and I was a wrestling podcast right now.
Yeah, and you've got weird, like, pseudo-autistic memory.
Yeah, I really do, and I don't even
which
know
you
that.
said last week, so it's okay for me to say it.
Keep saying it. I would continue to say it.
Yeah.
Like, give me some useless trivia. I'll be fine on it. Tell me where I left my shoes. No way.
Is that why you drove to Dundee in your bare feet?
That is
time?
exactly why. Yeah, just because I didn't have the shoes, but I did find some Toblerone. So
where did you drive?
Dundee.
He said Dundee.
Yeah. I mean, like, for as much as I know it's a corruption of what Warrior... Plus, also, do we really want to go with everything that Warrior said?
Well, no, but, Warrior at times was a very bad person.
Yeah.
But, like, in his last days, he did some good.
Yeah.
And he said something, and I feel like it got twisted.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's my only criticism of it. But the way it's been twisted, it's still a positive thing that's happening.
Yeah,
so I'm not that bothered.
It's been a positive for people, hasn't it, generally? Yeah, that's all right. So, Dan, any thoughts?
Not really. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I agree with all the sentiments Daryl made.
I think
Let's cut that and quote that.
Yeah.
I agree with all the sentiments Daryl made.
Can we put that on a soundboard? If you're ever not here for whatever reason, he's cutting that down and playing it every 5 seconds.
Oh, that's the thing of the new studio I haven't shown you yet. I'll show you later. I don't know why I mentioned it on there.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
We haven't got a soundboard plugged in right now.
Oh,
okay.
But we have a thing set up so we can have a soundboard plugged in properly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what
I don't know what that means for us, but okay.
It'll mean something good.
You know, like when you weren't here and we had
Don't
lawnmower
explain it. Don't explain it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. He'll figure it out.
Okay.
Right. I think you're going to want to say a lot about the next one, aren't you?
Well, Ivory.
Yes, Ivory. We're talking about Ivory off of who used to be off of Glow and that, and she was in the right sense. I am going to talk about Ivory because we've done that now. She was the women's champion at one point, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was right to censor.
Yep. She had a feud with China that they actually brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of went quiet on the whole broke her neck thing. On the whole.
Did she break her neck?
No. No. Remember the angle was that China actually broke her neck in a match with Ivory.
Okay.
But they turned it into an angle where China had. Like, Ivory was like, oh, I'm going to keep breaking your neck.
Was that like at the WrestleMania match?
Yeah, it was prior to the WrestleMania match. So they had China's first match for the women's title wasn't until Royal Rumble 2001. And that was against Ivory. And in that match...
She's been around for years then, hasn't she?
Yeah,
before
yeah.
She had her first title match.
No, first women's title match.
And did she go for the men's belts before?
Yes.
Of course she did,
Yeah, remember she had...
Because she claimed that the going for the women's titles was a demotion for her.
Yeah, but at that time it was, though, if you think about it.
It was. But also for her, I think the suggestion, part of the reason she went for the women's title after that, part of the reason she started wrestling women and not men was because she had this legit neck injury.
Okay.
But in the Royal Rumble match, she did one of those, the flippy handspring things that
Yeah.
Snooki did once.
Yeah.
Did you see the Snooki match? Were
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Dan, you were at the Snooki match, weren't you? Snooki did the...
No, I wasn't at that one.
Oh, disappointing.
What number was Snooki? What WrestleMania?
Clearly not 25.
20, no, that was, yeah. Sorry, it was 26, wasn't it?
I don't know, but I know it wasn't. No, it wasn't, but it definitely wasn't 25. That's disappointing. Anyway, never mind. I'm not
No,
gonna-
he got Kid Rock.
That's
The
right.
women's
Kid
match
Rock
it is
for
was Kid Rock.
ages.
Heavily rumoured for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I hope so. I didn't know he was rumoured for it.
Yeah, heavily
I
rumoured.
wrote
yeah.
him down otherwise.
Yeah. He kept. Wasn't it the tag team unification title or something?
No, it was the Divas
Battle Royal.
Yeah.
that was
and
kept off. No, I mean that was kept off. What was the
Ah.
match that was kept off?
The
Was it
tag
not
team titles.
unification
match.
tag team? So literally, the two most important tag team titles from each brand was being unified, was kept off in favour of a Kid Rock performance. But don't worry, he played all summer long. Yeah, Ivory. So the way to get back to the actual angle in that match, China did one of those handspring elbows, but she went down and they did the. It was really weird because they did the super serious Owen Hart type thing where Jerry Lawler left the commentary booth and the commentary went quiet and they acted as if she'd really hurt her neck when actually it was just an angle on the Royal Rumble. And then the actual match at WrestleMania, she obviously trounced her and won. But
Okay.
the reason she started wrestling the women, like I say, is because she had this legit neck injury. And she never got beaten for the women's title.
How did she lose it?
She left the company and then they just, at the Survivor Series that year, they rechristened the women's champion. There you go. Ivory, anyway. We're talking about
Yeah.
Ivory, not China. Yeah, thoughts? Dan?
I was a big fan of Ivory back in the day. I thought she was really good. And that was before I knew she did glow and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm like for my wrestlers? I like them to have a slight bit of realism to them. And I thought Ivory was the most, legit at the time. Even though she probably wasn't, she felt that way to me. So I'm quite happy she's going in the Hall of Fame.
She was a perfect fit for the right to censor, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't really say I were a massive fan, to be honest. But because obviously back then you've got Trish, you've got China, you've got Lita. They're obviously bigger wrestlers than her. I'm not saying she was rubbish, but I'm not gonna pretend. Oh yeah, I was always a massive fan of her because I weren't.
Yeah, I always thought she was just a bit of a sort of not a nobody, but just
I see why she's getting inducted. She deserves to get inducted. It's not like she did nothing.
no,
but-
exactly.
I thought she was really great because she could fit into matches against anyone else in the women's division. Whereas you couldn't really say you couldn't say that everyone could have good matches with everyone. Whereas Ivory, you could put her in against anyone, and you get a decent match out of it.
Yeah.
She seemed a bit more with it.
The right to censor thing really worked well for her. Actually, I think that added an
Yeah.
extra dimension to her character. Also, it added an extra dimension to the right to censor, considering that was around the time. I think she joined around the time. No, it would have been before that actually. But anyway, she was involved when Jerry Lawler was like, "Oh, I want the cat to take her clothes off," and they're like, "No."
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, "Well, I'm going to leave because she's my wife." Oh, we got divorced. I'm back now. That was his third wife, fourth
Possibly.
wife. Who knows?
Who's your
which-
favourite member of Right to Censor?
I thought you were going to ask me who was my favourite Jerry Lawler wife. Definitely the good father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
Stevie Richards.
I know who yours
yeah.
is.
Who's mine?
Bull Buchanan,
Yeah,
obviously. Of course it's Bull Buchanan.
Because he was Recon from the Truth Commission.
Yep.
And he was B Squared. He was in a short-lived. He was in a short-lived tag team with Big Boss Man as well. Oh, he were brilliant.
Yeah.
Why ain't Bull Buchanan in the Hall of Fame?
He will be eventually at the rate they're going.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
they've got to get him in eventually.
I mean, if they're going to put in jobbers like Double J Jeff Jarrett, then, anyone can
Hang
get
on,
in.
let's quickly just before we move on.
Really, why haven't they put Double B Bull Buchanan in there?
B
Well, they
squared.
could just B Squared, isn't it?
Yeah. Double,
You're not down with kids.
No. Go on, before we move on.
So who's going to induct Hillbilly Jim?
Probably. Well, which one of them's alive?
Both of
What do you
them.
mean?
Are they both alive? Both
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
they're both-
Godwins?
yeah.
One of them
Whichever one they get along with. Which one's Triple H's mate?
Mark Canterbury.
Henry Godwin is the better Godwin
Yeah.
in the sense that he's obviously the one that had the hog pen match and stuff.
Obviously.
But
yeah.
Phineas is like best mates with Undertaker.
Ah.
And he's
Naked Midian.
now a celebrated chef in Miami.
Yeah.
He'll be busy then, so probably the non-chef in Miami one.
Okay. I'm guessing Jarius Robertson gets to pick Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Do you think they'll do that? Well, then I hope they do, and I hope the crowd aren't, but they will be.
Yeah.
Well, here's my best hope, because this is, I think, is genuinely the best case scenario, right? He comes out, they play his music, they boo him, then whilst he talks, they shut up.
Yeah.
Probably won't happen because they're all that sort of person.
Yeah.
Not a word I can say, but hey.
And Ivory, who looks Ivory? Do you have to have a
Who's-
right? And not to be sexist, but genuinely think, do you have to have a woman induct a woman?
I don't think you have to, but I think they'll want to.
Okay.
'Cause I think they'll want to make that link between the current day women, and they'll be like, this woman paved the way. So I saw someone suggest Naomi, because then, or is it Naomi or Naomi? Because they do, she does that feel the glow thing, and then that can link back to her actually being in glow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I could see that.
Do they bring Karma in to do it?
Who?
Is it Karma?
Kharma.
What's she called, Karma?
Well,
Yeah.
Awesome Kong.
Yeah.
Why would they bring her in? I don't get it.
Because Glow, there's a Glow thing. She was in the TV show Glow.
Oh, right.
She's also
she's the
obviously-
new Glow.
Yeah.
Not off of old Glow. So
No, but there's a Glow link
unrelated.
there.
Well, she don't work for the company, is she? So
Well, no,
Why?
but do you bring her in?
Yeah,
No.
costs money in it. Probably won't. I don't think they will. Joking aside, I
Okay.
don't think they will, because that'd cost her. Plus, also, surely if they were going to bring her in, would they not have brought her in by now? Because the fact that she wasn't in the Women's Royal Rumble,
Yeah, I suppose.
I think if she was coming back, even just for a one shot, she would have
Yeah.
been in that. I don't think she's ever come back, which is a real shame, because we never got to see her potential in the WWE, especially now.
Yeah, I'd really like it to be around now. But
Yeah.
then, because like you've got Poundland Karma in Nia Jax, haven't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I think it'd be brilliant if proper Karma came out and just smashed Nia Jax.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Cracking. So yeah, like back to the jobbers. Double J, Jeff Jarrett. You can't
Yeah.
spell Jeff Jarrett without J for job. So that's all I'm saying.
Ain't I great?
That's JEFFJARRETT. Ain't I great?
Ha
Haha. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I got to
Slap
say it
nuts.
before you this time. Slap nuts. Major League Stroke. He had a T-shirt that said that once.
Yeah,
And the Major
so-
League Baseball got annoyed, so they had to recall it and change it to Big League Stroke.
It's not quite the same, is it?
No,
Big league stroke.
it was like, you know, the MLB logo with the guy hitting the baseball.
Yeah.
It was like that, but with the guitar. It's quite a good T-shirt,
Okay.
but got pulled.
That's kind of like the shirt I've got.
Probably illegal.
No, it's got like a logo that's like the
It
MLB
says
logo with
Slapnuts.
him saying it. It says choke on that slap nuts on the back of it.
Yeah,
I was wearing
Choke
it
on
the
what?
day I met
the slap nuts.
Okay.
when I met Goldust at 1PW.
I don't know your money. That's two in
You
one
mean
show.
gold dusting?
Yeah, and he said, "Is that a honky tonk or a Jeff Jarrett shirt?" And I said, "Jeff Jarrett." He goes, "I'll still take a photo with you, but that shirt sucks." Okay, then cool.
Oh well, Gold Dust is going to be really kind to Jeff Jarrett
when
when
he
comes
paints
in.
his face
He-
gold.
He
Also,
went, he went
he
to
wants-
TNA
he wants
just
to get
after
breast
that.
implants.
Also,
Remember that?
yeah, also Black Rain. I think we just got blocked on Twitter, by the way, because if you do you know this? This is like kryptonite for Goldust. If you tweet Goldust and mention Black Rain, he blocks you straight away.
Really?
Seriously?
I'm gonna send him a picture.
Definitely.
Just of him as Black
Yeah,
Rain.
You'll get it blocked.
Good.
Can you keep us updated?
I will.
We'll retweet you on the @Royal Grumble pod.
I will. Because that means I've been blocked by Mick Foley and Goldust.
There you go. Which they were a tag team at once, weren't they?
Yeah.
Mommy. Called him Mommy.
So
Jeff Jarrett. You're
yeah.
not talking about Jeff Jarrett, Daryl.
So, as far as WWE is concerned, he never beat up women.
Nope.
He did have a T-shirt that said "Don't pee me off," but
Yep.
other than that, he didn't beat up women.
Nope.
He was a country music singer.
Yep.
Then he won WCW belt. Then he
Yep.
retired.
Then he retired. That's it. Yeah. That's all Jeff Jarrett ever did. So Vince Russo to induct him then? Do you think everyone Vince Russo? Yeah?
Yeah, probably
no,
will be, won't
no,
it?
probably not. No.
No,
100%.
seriously, I think there's a good chance of that one.
Nah.
Seriously think that
No.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, he would do it. I just don't think they would want him around. They'd just be like, oh, we can't be bothered with him. It's not even a case that, because you know how Vince likes to do stuff like this. Is like, right, get Bruce Pritchard back in and paint him with the old red face and just remind him that we own him. Remind them that we own them. Well, like Vince does like to do that, but I think Vince Russo is such a pain in the backside that he just couldn't be bothered. They'd be
Yeah,
like,
but
Inducting Jeff Jarrett, Vic Venom.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the roadie's on the payroll.
yeah, that's who it's going to be.
Yeah. Plus Vince Russo.
He got
can you-
asked about it the other day. Did you see the little video clip on
Yeah.
Twitter? Yeah.
Yeah, because he said that his daughter sings it to him now. Which,
Yeah.
which can you imagine being on a long road trip and you've got your daughter in back singing a song that you sang 20 years ago that you don't even get credit for
Spend
because
my day.
everybody thinks Jeff Jarrett sang it.
Because they remembered the twist of the storyline.
Yeah. Can you imagine Vince Russo at WrestleMania weekend? He's walking around backstage and he pulls Vince to one side. He's like, "Bro, I've seen the WrestleMania script. I've got my own."
Yeah.
And he wants him to read it.
Why in the first 5 lines does Roman Reigns turn gay? Bro, that's where the money is, bro.
Why is Kurt Angle bringing a whippet down to the ring?
Vince Russo wishes he could have come up with that gimmick. That's a copyright Royal Grumble podcast.
Why is Jeff Jarrett winning the Universal title as Double J MMA?
Again, that would still be better than the Universal title match.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd beat Brock Lesnar in MMA.
Well, of course he would.
They've never faced each other.
Exactly.
You know
Because last week when we argued about CM Punk and Mayweather,
Yeah.
who would win in a fight between Double J MMA and Brock Lesnar? Bear in mind, Brock Lesnar's off the steroids now.
Right, well, exactly. All I'm saying is Double J, double MA. There you go.
It is a shame they don't own any of that footage because
It's absolutely devastating. It's
they can't
fantastic.
mention any of it.
It's the greatest. I think that might be Jeff Jarrett at his peak. That's
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett
Well,
at his peak.
there's
And
one-
you consider
there's
he'd been
one
around for
moment-
years by then.
There's one moment that were you at No Turning Back when Jeff Jarrett were there?
Yes.
Okay, there's one moment that I think is better than Double J MMA,
Yeah.
and it's when the whole dome is shouting "Drop the title," and then he pretends to drop it and he catches
He
it.
throws it over, catches
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that was quite good. We'll need to do that on the 1PW show.
I don't know anybody. Okay.
We're not
Go on.
talking about that yet.
Of course we are. We always talk about that. We always talk about the show that we've still not done.
Yeah.
So Jeff Jarrett's going to get inducted by Rhodey and definitely deserves to be inducted.
Yeah. Question is, gone.
I just hope we get a live performance from the two, like a duet.
Like I think they'll really be missing a trick if they don't have him and Elias interact on WrestleMania. I know. I'm sorry to keep bringing it up in case it doesn't happen, but it's too good an idea not to do.
They don't do a lot of backstage segments anymore, though, do
They don't do a lot, but I think for that they might not even do it as backstage. He could come out and do a performance and then just have Jarrett interrupt.
Smashing with guitar.
That's all they need. It doesn't need to be an angle. It just needs to be a one.
I think they'd prefer Goldberg like spearing him though.
Well, why don't they have them all do it then?
Yeah.
There you go. Have Hillbilly Jim come out and pour slop on him. Oh, we're booking WrestleMania, boys. It's happening. This is gonna be right. Yeah. You wish your WrestleMania was going to be as good as this segment that we've booked. Ira will come and kick me at nads. Be fine.
Yeah. Oh no, she'd come down and censor it all.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dudley Boy's obviously given through.
Then Dudley Boyz will put her
leads
through a
it-
table.
Oh my God, how this leads itself to this segment that we've booked would be better, but it needs to start off with Jeff Jarrett, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's the guitar versus the guitar,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah, so we talked about the Dudley Boyz. Dudley Boyz are going in, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I guess that means they're not coming back to WWE
Wait.
as talent ever, are they?
We've brushed over Jeff Jarrett. What's your favourite era of Jeff Jarrett?
Obviously, Double J, Double MA.
Okay, what's your favourite era of Jeff Jarrett?
I was a fan of WCW, so I quite liked his later WCW run.
What, when he was in
Looking
the
back,
Triple
I
Cage?
don't want to watch it back now because I know it'd be ruined for me, but at the time, I
He
loved
loves
it.
the Jarrett versus Arquette feud.
Well, I was afraid he was going to say when he were beating up women.
Ah, yeah. We know what yours is, though, isn't it?
Well, it's the sparkly singlets and the spend my day working hard on
Not
the
the
go.
NWA. Is that a close second?
It's a close second,
Yeah.
but like the NWA Jeff Jarrett did not sing "Spend My Day
Ah, yeah,
Working
good
Hard on
point.
the Go." Well, we all know that the real Double J did sing
That
that.
is, yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's fine. Right, can we move on to
Yeah,
the
we can
Dudley
move on
Boys
to Dudley
now?
Boys, yeah.
What was your favourite Dudley Boys era? Was it when they were in tie-dye, or where they had to call themselves Team 3D, or was it when they came back the other year and did nothing?
No, my favourite era of the Dudley Boys is Yellow Camouflage
Right.
on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
When they main evented Great American Bash against The Undertaker and cemented Paul Heyman inside.
No.
Paul
They
Bearer.
didn't, did they?
No,
It was
Undertaker
Paul
did it.
Bearer and Undertaker
Oh, yeah.
did it anyway,
Yeah.
thereby negating the entire match.
But that's my favourite Dudley Boys
What
era.
a terrible
I
show.
loved the Dudleys when they first came to WWE.
Yeah.
Like, I bought blue camo and everything. I used to wear blue camo.
Well, you
all the time.
remembered it wrong because when the very first debuted, they had tie-dye and then they had camo
Yeah.
shortly
And they did
after.
have-
When they got into the camo, though, that's when I was like,
Yeah.
there was a shop in Rotherham that sold camo stuff for cheap, buying all the blue camo I could.
There's a
Loved
reason it
it.
was cheap, and it was in Rotherham, so there's
Yeah.
two reasons.
Who needs blue camo?
Marines,
Where could you possibly be that
the
you need?
sea.
You would not need blue
Yeah,
camo.
what if you're in the sea?
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
What if you're in the sea?
Good point.
Have you been in the sea? No.
No,
You won't be able
Are
to
you,
see him.
are you a
'cause it's blue.
soldier? Could you catch a monkey?
if you could fix a bike, you can.
Can you eat your shoes well to survive?
Anyway, I like when the whole like 3-team feud was going on with the Hardys and Edge and Christian. The Dudleys were my favourite by far. I absolutely loved the Dudleys.
Is that because they were powerbombing women through tables?
No, it was just because I,
I
loved
know
them.
you're into that.
No, I didn't like the Hardys as much. And Edge and Christian were the bad guy.
I
team,
think you hated
so-
the Hardys because you thought they were posers.
Probably. Like
Yeah.
I
he
keep
was
saying,
the real deal. And they were
I
bogus.
like more realistic characters and stuff, and I know the Dudleys aren't exactly
Yeah, the
shooters,
Dudley
but-
brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Realistic.
out of the
Really
three
like-
teams, the Dudleys were the
From
more
the
like...
famous wrestling family that contained Big Dick Dudley. I'm allowed to say
Yeah.
that because it's his name.
Yes, you are. Sign guy Dudley.
So
Dances with
is
Dudley.
Big
Yeah.
Dick Dancing with Sign Guy all getting inducted as well?
No.
Well, most of them are dead.
Oh.
So
Well, it don't matter. You can...
And they didn't appear for WB, even though that doesn't matter most of the time. But it
who's
does for
going to
this one.
induct them then? Who do you reckon?
Dreamer?
I don't
Joel
think-
Gertner.
It's definitely
That's
not.
not a bit. That's a bit
Joel
obscure,
Gertner.
isn't it? Sure, there's
Too-
going to be something like Dreamer,
Too obscure,
RVD.
and they don't like him. They don't.
Could be
but
Dreamer.
They won't like RVD.
No.
Could be Dreamer, but I don't think it will be. I feel like he's on the outs for a little while. Not completely on the outs, but on the outs enough that they won't bring him
Yeah,
in.
unless they
He'll be
wa-
there, but he won't induct them.
Yeah, unless they want just like a current tag team to induct them.
I could see it being the New Day because they interrupted the New Day when they came back, didn't they?
Yeah,
Because I was there.
or the Hardys.
Yeah, I passed my meal to my wife so that she could hold it so I could cheer. She wasn't my wife at the time. I think that's probably what wooed her. in a way.
Yeah,
Look how excited he is.
Hold my
Bless him.
chicken so I could cheer. Yay!
could
I,
be
I best lock this down.
Yeah.
could be Edge and the Red Dot.
I hope so. I'd love that. Could be Jeff Hardy, but not Matt Hardy. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's woken, isn't he?
Yeah.
Woken. What? Yeah.
could be Edge and Jeff Hardy, like the two main eventers from the tag teams.
Yeah, the proper people. Yeah.
yeah,
While Christian and Matt sit in the corner crying.
yeah.
Oh. Who's the main event in the Dudley Boys?
Bubba Ray.
Is it though?
Well, what's your favourite era?
Who's more-
Reverend Devon?
There you go. Exactly. Who's more of a main event superstar? Is it Bubba Ray winning the hardcore title 479 times, or is it Reverend Devon in the main event of SmackDown?
Managed by Deacon Batista.
Managed
Yeah,
by Deacon
he brought
Bautista.
Batista in.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great if they got Batista back, but they won't.
No.
If they ever induct Reverend Devon, which they won't. So, I think we've come to the main event of the Hall of Fame. The main event. This is it surprised me a little bit because I don't know. Maybe in my head, since he sort of said never say never, I thought he might come back, but I don't see how he'd fit anyway. So, Goldberg is the headline inductee.
Yeah, I kind of wish that he could have another little run against somebody else.
Yeah, because he was the
'Cause-
best babyface in the company when
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
easily.
yeah.
And comfortably so. With his classic match against Brock Lesnar, his classic match against Kevin Owens. Which one's better?
The Lesnar match
Yeah.
because it was because it was at WrestleMania. Yeah,
Well, wait. Oh, you mean the WrestleMania one? Did you
Oh,
do
yeah.
the first?
I mean the Survivor Series match.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that one's better. I mean, I really like their 5-minute match at WrestleMania. I think that's great. But I mean, the 1 minute 26 was so shocking
yeah,
that it was fantastic.
yeah. In fact, you know what? I'll change that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought WrestleMania because people expect longer matches at WrestleMania, but yeah, I see. And it was kind of redemption for 24,
Yeah.
20 even.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But I think just the shock of the 1 minute 26 is what really swings it for me because I
Yeah.
remember watching it on the network afterwards going, there's not long left in this show. There's so much going on here. But I never, even by that point when it says like 7 minutes left, I still didn't have any idea that was going to happen. Best Goldberg match ever, that one? Yeah, maybe.
The
Yeah.
Hogan match.
The Hogan match. No, the Hogan match was good. Yeah.
Just the atmosphere of it and everything. The Hogan match is special.
That is,
The
yeah.
Raven match before it as well.
That was quite good.
Yeah, that was really great.
That was where he sort of cemented himself as a bit of a star, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he took out the entire flock.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a really great match with DDP as well. Halloween Havoc.
Yes. Yes, he did.
He had quite a few really great matches.
And
I
that
think-
fantastic match he had with Chris Jericho that just finished now. From what was it, Judgment Day? Bad Blood. It was Bad to Blood.
yeah.
No, Single D. Bad Blood.
So who should induct him? I've got a biased answer.
Go on then.
Who
should-
holds a streak for most losses against Goldberg?
Brock Lesnar?
Get Yuji Nagata on the plane.
Well, that's not going to happen. Who do you think it's
Not
going to
gonna
happen?
happen.
Yuji Nagata in his
Um,
broken English.
Yeah. We urge you, Japanese man. Right, the guy's not
He's
getting on the
right
plane.
there.
He's not getting on the plane. He's not getting on the
He
plane.
can sell his expensive T-shirts in the lobby, starting conversations with people. Lovely bloke.
Do you think it might be like Stone Cold? I feel like it might, even
Yeah,
though
but Joe, you said about Dreamer being on outs. Like, there's not been a Stone Cold podcast for a while. Has
he's not on
there?
the outs, though, is he? He was on
Is
that.
he?
He was
Is
on
he
that
not?
one show the other week where he wasn't allowed to speak.
What show was that?
The one where he stunned Vince a bit.
Oh yeah, the Raw show. Yeah,
The bad one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raw 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where people paid thousands of dollars to go to the Manhattan Center to see the Undertaker turn up with a hood on.
Yeah, well, don't be Brock Lesnar guy or the bloke that dresses as a
Yeah,
clown.
don't be those people. We hate you.
I think it might be Bischoff.
You think?
Because Bischoff's the guy who came up with the idea of the streak and stuff, and Bischoff's kind of tied to me WCW and
Bischoff
everything.
was at the Hall of Fame last year as well.
I've
I
got
can
an
see it with
idea.
Bischoff.
Go on.
It's based on a rumor that I heard, but I can see a logical reason for it. I read online that rumor is Paul Heyman's going to induct him
I can see that.
because
Jewish, innit?
apparently they're mates in real life. Maybe it is because they're Jewish, but
Yep.
they're mates in real life. And if you think who has beaten Brock Lesnar handily recently, Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who better to put over Goldberg going into the Hall of Fame than the person who thinks Brock Lesnar's the best wrestler in the world, which is Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I
Or
think
it could
it'd be a good.
It could be Gilberg.
I don't think it's Gilbert. I think it'd be a good call. I think Paul Heyman
Yeah.
would be a good call.
Yeah.
Right. Just to sum it off then, very quickly, who else is going in the Hall of Fame? Have
Kid
you read
Rock.
it?
Will they
Kid Rock.
How many people do they usually announce?
I think
There's a
there's
celebrity to announce.
at
still.
least one more.
Right.
Rumor was that Mark Henry was going to go in.
Well, they usually have a token black person. They've
Yeah.
got Devon, but does he count because he's with?
They've got
Dub-
Jarius as well, who is actually black.
Yeah, but
I know
He's
it doesn't
not a
really
wrestler,
count,
is
but
he?
you
So,
know,
like-
yeah. But I'm just thinking, could be
but
Devon.
yeah, they've got D. So I don't know. Does he fill their quota?
I don't know. You'd need to ask them.
Yeah.
They're the ones with the attitude.
Because then Mark Henry would be a good shout. But then is he too soon? But then is Goldberg too soon? I don't know.
Or Gold Dust.
I don't think. No.
Goldust is on the active roster. Ain't gonna be Goldust.
Yeah, I think once you've been in the Hall of Fame, they don't like to use you a lot, do they? Because
Always
Because
a special
they
thing.
made a big point of Flair doing it.
yeah,
Going in the Hall of Fame, still being active.
yeah,
Like I think they would do it for someone else again, but they would only do it if it was someone they thought was particularly special.
yeah. I think I feel like Flair. Oh, Steamboat did it, did he?
He
Yeah.
came back.
Because
But he came back.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He wasn't. He
that was
active,
at your
but he came
WrestleMania.
back. He wasn't active, but he came back. So yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kid Rock then, innit?
Thing is, now if it's going to be anybody else, they're going to be like lower card names. So like, it's difficult to judge it.
Yeah, I guess it just.
So
needs to
we'll
be-
we'll all just guess Kid Rock.
Yeah, okay. And D'Lo Brown. Right, there you go. Right, that's it. There we are. We're done, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, that's the end of the Royal Grumble for this week. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Royal Grumble. Check us out on Twitter @Royal Grumble Pod. Go to twitch.tv/Royal Grumble. You can see the whole broadcast of Daryl get beaten up by various wrestlers.
So if you follow us on Twitter,
Yep.
we will tweet out next week when we are recording the show, which means you will then be able to go onto Twitch and listen live rather than waiting for Sunday.
And we will do exactly that, yeah. So you're going to get your Royal Grumble fix just that little bit early.
Yes.
And that's it. Lucky you. Right, that's all. Say goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, Daryl.
Say goodbye, Dan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye for now.